Hey there, good morning, what's up, wherever you are. And today I wanted to talk about a new app from Google. It's called Bulletin. From what I can tell, it looks like it's kind of going to be Instagram and blogging sort of rolled into one with a hyperlocal focus. And from what I can tell, there's two pilots going on right now. One's in Oakland by San Francisco, and the other one's in Tennessee, Nashville, I believe. And I'm not part of either of those, but I know people who are. And from what I've seen and from watching the video and the little bit that's on the web about it, it seems like it's going to be an interesting thing. I say that because I've had an interest in crowdsourced news for a while now, about a year. I've been an independent journalist for a long, long time, writing about various things from politics to alternative energy to music, film, theater, that kind of thing. I was sort of all over the place, but that's where my interests go. And at any rate, I think crowdsourced news is very important, especially in our era of fake news, because nothing tells the truth like a group of people on the ground where an event happens. And now pretty much everyone has a phone. They can take pictures, they can take video, they can voice record, they can write, and so it looks like let's look at this. But anyway, from looking at it, it seems like that's going to be what you do. Now, I don't know if it's going to be shared to the wider Google ecosphere so that it gets indexed and come up in search and stuff like that, or whether everything is going to be held within the app so that only users of the app will see it. And to me, that's kind of, it just depends on how popular the app is and how much fun it is to use, because people are already so overloaded with apps and social networks that people who are interested in contributing to local news are probably going to want a bigger audience, and an audience that can find it in other ways. I mean, okay, can this app, for example, auto share to all your social networks? Well, that would kind of get it to a wider audience locally. Can it be discovered somehow by local web users? That would be the really cool thing, and I don't know if that's going to happen. But let's take a look at what is here, and maybe we can fire up your imagination. And as a business, obviously, especially as a local business, this could be another opportunity to put your products and services in front of people locally. I mean, there's a lot of the potential there too, and I'm going to do some videos about that in the future, because I've noticed some kind of negative trends, but they are trends that you can potentially capitalize on them. The only problem is some of them, if not many of them, end up costing you money, or somehow making it more difficult than it could be for you to compete even locally. But we'll get into that in another video. For this video, so let's assume that this becomes successful. It's a nice little hyperlocal crowdsourced news app, and Google being Google, it seems like they might look for ways to monetize that. The same way Instagram has, and Instagram now has image ads, video ads, ads in Instagram stories. There's a lot of advertising potential within Instagram, and of course blogs have always had that. So I see it as something that may indeed be integrated at some point. I mean, and people are negative about advertising, but at the same time, advertising is what keeps the web free, and then other people say, oh, well, I don't mind paying $50, $100 a month to use the web, and I don't mind, the service providers telling me what I can and can't look at on the web. And those are all the things that just kind of kill independent news and independent music, and it's kind of, I'm just more into the spirit of a free and open internet, in the same way that I'm into a free and open society, whereas, well, there are obviously things that you can't do, but for the most part, we have free speech, we have this, we have that, we have the ability to basically live our lives the way we want to, and that should also be on the web with the same kind of limitations. So, at any rate, let's have a look here. This is the website for Bulletin, and it's just, I think, google.bulletin.com. Let me see. No, it's posts.google.com/bulletin/app. So maybe it doesn't have its own website yet. But anyway, and we'll have a look at this video. It's a cute video. So, and you may have already have early access. Most of us don't. 99% of us don't. So that's kind of pointless. Bulletin is a tool for publishing local stories straight to the web with just your phone. What's special about a story on Bulletin? A Bulletin story is impactful. Bulletin helps you to tell the stories that aren't being told. Open. Bulletin stories are public and easy to discover on Google search. Okay, I corrected myself. They're easy to discover on Google search. Way to go, Google. Now I'm suddenly liking this a lot more. Through social networks or via links sent by email and messaging apps. So that discoverability on social just really upped the stakes with this app. So I like that a lot. And it is effortless. No setup is required to create a story. All you need is a smartphone, and most of us have those. With Bulletin, you can contribute to local stories and be the voice of your community. What's that going to do to local media publishers? I don't know, but that really has been a difficult path for a while now because of the web and because of blogs and because of social networks. It's been hard for local newspapers to stay relevant. Yes, there's a different level of writing from someone who does it constantly, but also the problem with newspaper bias has, created problems, and there's just, been a lot of problems in that space. And I think there's a big opening for crowdsourced news, and I've been experimenting with it. I even started a website to kind of exemplify my ideas about crowdsourced news and how to make things surface. I used JavaScript embedded automated searches after the content of the story, so it would always stay fresh with crowdsourced video material. And I thought that was one way to do it. I like this too, though. This is cool too. So with Bulletin, okay, I read that already. How does Bulletin work? Bulletin is a free lightweight app for telling a story by capturing photos, video clips, and text right from your phone, published straight to the web without having to create a blog or build a website. If you're comfortable taking photos or sending messages, you can create a Bulletin story. And then it says Bulletin is currently in a limited pilot available in Nashville, Tennessee, and Oakland, California. And you can click on that link on this page to be considered for early access. And if you want, I'll just throw that link down in the description below so that you can just go there and request access. So now that video, which explains it a little bit better, is right here on YouTube, and it's had 4,325 views, so it's had some people interested. Let's check it out quickly here, and we'll see what it says.
Bulletin is a tool for creating public content on the web right from your phone. This is about capturing moments on the ground, on the spot, while I'm there.
My name is Carrie. I'm a mother, a teacher, a community activist, and I use Bulletin.
Okay, so there's just your average person using Bulletin. Let me go on over here a little bit. Check out the next person. She's in San Francisco.
My name is Tanya Ship. Today we're going to go to the 38th Annual Soul Food Festival in San Francisco. This is what I usually do, just walk up and down and see what's interesting. It's like you were there with me. The purpose of Bulletin is to tell stories on the fly. That's how I use it.
I'm fully convinced that it will get the story out to hundreds, if not thousands, of residents.
With Bulletin, it is not about me. It is about what's happening in front of me and how that could benefit the community.
So that looks actually pretty cool. It looks like something that can be used, and like I said, it looks like something that will be used kind of in an addictive way. I mean, Facebook has kind of experimented with that. They have an app called Events that is apart from Facebook itself, where you can, if you're in Facebook, of course, look at events too that are near you. But the app called Events, which I got and have been using, is great, and I like it. But I also like, I just wanted to see how it compared to Google local businesses with their ability now to post and have free websites generated from Google My Business. And those are all great things too, but they don't service events very well. And Facebook, because people use it so much and so much of a percentage of the population uses it, it just seems like they had a little bit of advantage with events. Now it's kind of swinging back in the other direction, because Bulletin can be about, events. It can be about news things. It can be about local sports. It can be about local politics. It can be about anything. And I think and I hope that you have the ability to utilize 360-degree photos and video on Google Bulletin the way you can on other Google products like YouTube. So what I actually hope is that Google Bulletin does not just become something like Google Plus that came out with a bang, that a lot of people got behind, a lot of people enjoyed, including myself. I really thought Google Plus was the thing, because it had Google My Business attached to it. It had YouTube attached to it for a while, and it just seemed like, well, this is the best social platform for people who use a lot of Google products. And maybe it still is, but it just, after a while, Google kind of realized it wasn't going to be the next MySpace and sort of backed off on promoting it. And it's still there, but it's like the forgotten child, from everything I've seen. And I hope Bulletin does a little bit better than that, because I'm so into crowdsourced news. Will there be opportunities to promote your business? Sure, just by being a contributor and uploading, posts about your business, your products, your events. Become an awesome food photographer and upload pictures of your daily specials and your desserts. And you want to be an auto mechanic, and I hope they let you put little video clips up. And it said, of course, video, photos, and text. So I guess that's already in there. But you're an auto mechanic, and maybe you want to do quick auto repair tips for people, or you have a coffee shop and you want to show yourself brewing coffee. Check out the fresh coffee this morning, and upload that. So there's native opportunity for businesses, I'm sure, to upload stuff, but I think there hopefully will be actual advertising opportunities to let you reach even more people. And the next thing I want to talk about today Alrighty, and that should wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please click to subscribe down below, wherever they have it down here, and hit the like button. And I will be bringing you more content about how to succeed with your business on the web in the future. So make sure you do subscribe and like the content so that I can keep bringing it to you. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.